Hello everybody, and it's time to do a barrel roll. And we're back in Monster Hunter Stories 2. Last time we left off, we were just about to head into the Untitled Den, which we had repelled, or made retreat previously. So let's get started. So hopefully today we can get a little bit further into the, what's it called? The tutorial. We can hopefully today we can either get very close to or finish the tutorial. That is my goal, because I know that the demo is a couple of hours long, but I did do a lot of the side quests too. So I'm hoping that by skipping a lot of the side quest stuff, we will hopefully be able to get to the next part of the thing. Now, when it comes to the monster eggs and stuff, I'll try to get them on screen as much as I can. But there will be times where if I need a specific one or I would like a specific one and it's going to take a little while to farm, I might record it and just have a little bit of a extra clip to the end of one of the videos or something. So yeah, so here we go. So these guys will be, as we already know, these guys will be technical. So we do want to swap out our monster immediately. Sorry, they will be speed. So we want to use technical. So we do want to swap out our monster right away. Also today, if we are struggling with battles like we were last time, I will definitely get some better armor because I'm probably ridiculously overdue for that as well. So here we go. With the technical attack to counter speed. And unfortunately, Ranma, which is sorry, not Ranma, Avma, is going to be countered because they are using speed against technical against power against speed. There we go. I'll get it right eventually. You can only be wrong so many times before you get to the correct answer. So hopefully we get a double attack here. Excellent, that's what we want to see. Still can't ride our monster though, so we'll have to get one more of those probably. Oh, never mind, it looks like it's dead. Oh no, not quite, not quite. It's still going, it's got a little bit more HP. Unfortunately, that will kill it though, so we should win that. Yeah, we do, and that should be it. So there we go, so that's our first battle for the day, was against the Velocidrome and Velocidrome. So pretty easy fight. That's probably how this is going to go most of the time. So yeah, like normal, we got some Velocidrome stuff, some Streamer stuff, Velocidrome stuff. Nothing too new. So we'll probably start skipping the items for that monster. We've seen them a few times now. If I get something super rare, I'll try to be more actively aware of it, and I'll try to show that off. But I don't think the Velocidrome has anything that we super duper want. Again, my bad, didn't realize I was on my monster already. So there we go, got the paint berry, that'll be good for later. I say that like it's gonna be irrelevant. It's gonna be relevant, but it's not. So alright, so as we can see, this when you make a monster retreat, they will be asleep. So we can try to get an egg without waking it up. We'll see how we go. We do want to try to get a gold one still though. Oh, never mind, so we've scripted to just get the one egg, so that means that monster probably wouldn't wake up. So, again, we are still in the tutorial, so a lot of this is stuff that we don't really have much control over. So, yeah. A little bit of waiting, a little bit of dialogue. Yep, there we go. Oh, is this the caravans? Yes, this is the caravans. So this is essentially the equivalent of our fast travel and save state areas, but I'm sure we'll be told that. There you go. So yeah, so this is our fast travel, which is really helpful, especially later in the line when we're going to have a lot of them. And I think we can save on these as well. Not really sure. Yeah, so you can't use them when carrying an egg. I don't know when that's actually going to come up, but we'll see. So, there you go. So once you get a caravan stand, it will be located at any time. Makes getting around much easier. How about we try getting back to the village? Now I hate to say this about Navura, but it will not be a smooth ride, because if I know these caravans, and I do, yeah, so we can change time of day and save, and we can think. So this will be like being carted in Monster Hunter. So we'll be wheeled along and then we'll be just thrown off the cart kind of thing. It's kind of hilarious, but it will probably get very annoying very quickly. So, yep, there we go. So just like in Monster Hunter. Alright, so it looks like the chief wants to speak with us again. So hopefully we're almost done with talking to the chief. I'm getting a bit sick and tired of seeing him. Let's see what he has to say.
Chief Gara, we're back!
Glad to see you're all right. So, how was it?
We tracked down a Yankutku. We think that was the one stirring up trouble.
A young Kutku, huh?
No worries, though. My buddy here gave it what for and even brought back an egg.
You were able to hold your own, huh? Well done. I didn't expect this day to come so soon, but I think it's time to have the barriers taken down.
Chief!
I'll make the arrangements at once. Until that's finished, please continue with your investigation.
Nice going, newbie! Whoa, don't you get it? This is a really big deal. Taking down those barriers means you have permission to go see Guardian Ratha.
That's my buddy for ya! Even the chief is starting to see how great you are.
I'll go get started. Meet me in the center of the village when you're ready to set out.
Hey, buddy! I spotted a suspicious Melynx over by the harbor before. What do you say we go check him out while Kana is setting things up?
So this might sound a little bit rude, but Melynx is a thief, so I don't understand what he means by a suspicious Melynx, but I'm sure we're about to find out. So let's head over to the Melynx. Oh, we should probably get some armor and weapons while we're here too. I completely forgot that we don't have a piercing weapon still. So I'll definitely get a piercing weapon while we're here as well, because it's definitely something we're going to need later on. So it looks like he works for Melynx Inc. So, well, that doesn't shock me. Again, he's a Melynx. So we need bottle caps, it seems. We don't have any bottle caps. Easy to find. Okay, so it looks like we're getting going to something called an Everden, and we're going on a treasure hunt. Alrighty, so we have to go speak to Kaya about treasure hunting, but first of all, let's get ourselves a pierce weapon and maybe some better armor. See what we can get. So we definitely want a piercing weapon. I'm going to go with the gun lance, but that's because it's the polar opposite of my other file. So let's go gun lance, which is sword and shield, hammer, hunting horn, bow, and last but definitely not least will be the gun lance. There we go. And the gun lance has 2 pages as well. So we will grab. Are they any different? Nope. So we're just gonna grab the one we like the look of the most. So let's go with the iron one. I like that one a little bit more. So it just needs iron ore. Easy. There we go. Done. And now we have ourselves a. We now have a pierce weapon. That's going to be helpful because now we have one of each weapon. We'll see if we can get some better armor too, because our armor's a little bit lacking. So let's see if we can get a little bit more defense. Probably want to go with something with non-elemental, just for now. Yeah, let's go with the Kulu. Let's go with the Kululu armor. That seems like a good set. So there we go. So now we got a little bit better armor. Got a better weapon. Equip right away. There we go. So we are weak to water now, though, so we will have to be a bit more careful. I don't feel like we need to upgrade anything just yet. I think it's still a little bit too early for upgrades. I guess this person's probably at the shop. Yeah, she is. Not nice. So we'll have a look what she has for offer. So she's got some cool things. She's got some herbs, which we can just find. Some donuts. I'm not sure what quick heal is, but we'll have to keep an eye out for that ability. If that's an ability, then that might be useful later down the track. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Might allow us to heal and attack or something silly like that. Who knows? So there we go. Let's go.
The south side of the island, huh? I was just getting ready to head there myself.
Perfect. We've got a date with an Everden.
Wait, you mean the South Kamuna Everden? That place has kind of a notable history, you know.
What kind of history?
Something bizarre happened there years ago, right in the very depths of the den.
Something bizarre?
There was a big fuss about a huge monster showing up there. The village sent some riders to investigate, and
What did they find?
in the low light, they could just make out a monster with pale white whiskers and shimmering blue eyes.
White whiskers? And blue eyes?
The hulking, tanned creature was dancing around the den.
A tanned monster? Did it dancing around the den? What kind of monster was this? White whiskers, blue eyes, nice tan? That sounds just like Chief Gara.
Yeah, turns out that's what it was.
Huh? You've gotta be kidding me! How could they mistake him for a monster?
I know, right? Complete lack of respect. He just laughed it off. But the riders who'd hyped themselves up for a battle didn't find it so funny.
That dance must have been pretty peculiar to fool everyone like that.
Nobody had ever seen a human move like that before. He was more like a fanged beast. Whoops, now I'm starting to sound disrespectful. Anyway, how about we get going?
Here's hoping we don't run into any actual monsters.
So Navarre just jinxed us. However you say, or whatever his name is, he just jinxed us. You never say, let's hope we don't run into any monsters. So we did even in last one. Let's go to the afternoon this time. You never ever say, let's hope we don't run into any monsters, because that's an immediate side, and you're going to run into monsters. So let's see which monster we run into now. We also need to get a power monster as soon as we can too, because we don't actually have one yet. So we will definitely work on that. If we don't have a power monster by next episode, I will definitely grab one before we do anything important. Oh wait, there's a new enemy back here. So let's do this. Here we go. So we haven't fought one of these before. So this is a Khonshu. I'm pretty sure they tech and they're weak to the hammer. So we should probably swap out. Sorry, how do I do that? There we go. So I want the hammer. Here we go. So we will have better weapons and we will do all that. So tech's weak to power. So let's go with that. Yeah, so that's the speed from the other one, or maybe my one. I'm not sure who used the speed just then. So there's one down. Yeah, so they're definitely tech. So there's tech against tech there. So it's going to clash with my monster. My monster is going with power, which is interesting for a speedster, but that's fine. That should be it. It is excellent. So we won pretty quickly there. We will get a slew of new items, which is nice. So we'll probably get some Khonshu stuff, some bug stuff, yep. So Khonshu, some insect hearts, and it looks like the rest is just shells. So yeah, so that's pretty easy fight. They're pretty basic monsters. They're not, you know, they're not a big monster, so they're always going to be easier. So yeah, so let's continue into the Everden then. So there's some more Bahabara here. We haven't fought these too often, but we probably won't because they're a pain in the ass to wait for. Looks like this might be the Everden. It is. So they've got a different shape. They've got more of a rune kind of shape than a cave kind of shape. So that's pretty good distinctiveness there. Definitely can't mistake them for a den. So that's good. Monster den. So let's get some ore and stuff because we might need it. Might need it for upgrades or something. Again, I'm not sure if it will come across anything that we can't beat. But if we do, we definitely want to be prepared for it. So we definitely want to have stuff prior. Alright, so it looks like we're going with it's going to be a technical fight. So it looks like our current monster, who we got out? We got Ranma. Looks like Ranma's been pretty good with what he wants to use lately. So it looks like we're pretty good in the sense that if he keeps doing the attacks we need him to, we don't need to swap him out. So we'll see how that goes. He'll probably eventually stop being useful in the sense that we'll have to replace him, but hopefully not for a while. For a little while. Oh, probably definitely not with Leo, I should say. I have already replaced him in my other one, but we'll go through that when we get there. Just have a little bit of what monsters I have and stuff. So, So there we go, that's another Velociprey down. There's just the Velocidrome left now. There's the Hakolo attack. So now it's going to be switching to power attacks as it normally does. Oh, we got a power clash here. And we won. No shock horrors there. So we are going to ride. We're actually going to use the... Normally I wouldn't do this because I would like to get the kinship a little bit higher, but we're just going to use the kinship and see if it actually kills it, just to skip it through a bit. So we have seen this move before, but we haven't seen it with our monster, so we will watch Velocirush one more time. There we go. So it's exactly the same as Kanya's, but it did kill the Velocidrome like I thought, which is excellent. That's exactly what you want. Now it is retreating, so we're currently in a den, and it just retreated to a den. So that is interesting. But yeah, we'll definitely go and get the egg, because it's always good to get a free egg if you just get given a free egg, and that's essentially what we've been given here. So we'll definitely go grab the Velocidrome egg. Where did its cave appear? There it is. Can we get across there? No, we can't. So we need the swimming action. We do not currently have a monster that can swim. Don't know when we'll come across one of those. So yeah, it looks like the monster is knocked out. Yeah, it is. So that, again, that'll be very common for when we have a monster retreat. So that'll be good to remember. Now we are going to go until we get a gold one. Or it might wake up the monster, but that's alright because it's not a very strong monster. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to get a gold one. No, still no gold. This might be a bust. It's a bust. Now, if it does wake up, yeah. So now, normally I would fight. I would fight monsters if they wake up, just for the extra XP. Just a nice little boost of XP. If it becomes a problem, like if I feel it's taking too long, I'll probably try to avoid the battle. But extra XP is always nice. So, and it's not a very hard fight. If it was a little bit harder, a little bit longer, I would be a bit more happy about it. Yeah, look, we're already done. So there you go, like that. Perfect. Could not have asked for a better result, honestly. And you may have also noticed that he did have half HP. So when you have a monster retreat, they will be slightly weakened. So we'll see that probably a little bit. I probably won't try to go for retreats too much. I won't use paintballs too often. Not on the exit anyway. But if there's a monster I definitely want, there's a couple that I know I want. I'll definitely try to get them on the episode, but if it becomes too much of a hassle, if we're spending multiple episodes trying to get one monster, it might just be better to skip it. So, oh, that's right, it was a den inside a den, so we actually don't want to leave this den. That's, again, my bad. I'm going to head up to the south, north here. We'll check down the split path. There might be something down here. I doubt it, but it's always good to have a look. Yeah, there's nothing down here this time, but sometimes you can get treasure. Looks like there's a climb up a wall there, but we don't have a monster that can do that yet. Actually, let's see if we can... Let's see what it says. Curious. Yep, so there we go. So we need ivory climb. It looks like there's a Congalala in that picture, so... Looks like a Congalala might be something we can get later down the track. So that'll be cool. I don't mind Congalalas. They're kind of gross, but that's fine. So it looks like we got a new enemy here, and I'm not sure if we've fought these before. We'll find out when the HP comes up. So these are, there you go, Porfengos. Yeah, so there we go. So they definitely are a new monster. I was correct. So new monster there. I am correct. And as we can see here, they're all attacking our friend there. They're going to go for power attack. Now I'm pretty sure they're power themselves, so we want to use speed. Yeah, so they are power. So that was, yeah, so they're not very strong, which is good. Looks like that one's already dead. Yeah, it's already dead. The head-to-head essentially still did a significant amount of damage, even though it was a loss. And that's kind of how it's going to be at the start. And it probably will get a lot harder later down the track, though. So now we're just going to kill him. So that was overkill. That was a critical, and that was just huge damage. And that just seems to be a recurring thing with the AI, is they just really like their huge damage. Not sure if we could get that huge damage. Probably can, but right now we definitely cannot. So There we go. So that's that one done. Very quick battle. So we will have new items here, of course. So as normal, we'll go through them. So we've got some brute bones. They give us raw meat and some more brute bones. I'm not sure if they give us much else, but we'll definitely check for a few hunts and then, or a few battles, and then we'll start skipping like I normally do, like I've started doing with the Velocidrome and stuff. So I'm trying to be more aware of my surroundings and try to collect stuff. Okay, so it looks like we've come to a dead end here, but there is a treasure box here, so that works out in our favor. That's really good. Okay, so that's some donuts. So we saw those before. It seems like they work with a certain skill, so we might want to keep an eye out for those skills, for that skill, I should say, for sure. So yeah. So wonder what's up. So this should be the right way then, hopefully. Looks like we've got a bit of more of an open area. Got some more treasure. I'm not sure if we can get to that or not though. Nope, looks like there's a jump pad over here. Ah, there is. Excellent. And looks like we got a cooler yucca over here, but we're going to try to avoid that. If we can. Like I said, we don't want to do every single battle, we want to just try to mitigate the, we want to try to get through some of we want to try to get to the end of the tutorial, essentially. So we'll definitely try to get through there. There we go. So it looks like we have a Bulldrame here. So this is the Bull Fengo's boss monster, I suppose. So we're going to chase it out, looks like. Nope, I thought there was going to be talking there, that's why I went quiet. Never mind then. Okay, so his weakness is empty his own design. Don't lose confidence. We got what it takes to deal with the Bulldrame. This place is trouble. Alright, so Kanya's pretty convinced that we're just dealing with the Bulldrame here, so let's deal with the Bulldrame. Now, I know I'm probably using the Greatsword wrong, and I know I'm probably going to have people be like, what are you doing? But I'm not really sure how to use the Greatsword, because I didn't really read anything on it. But let's have a look, see if I can work it out. Okay, so there we go. So this looks like we got moves that charge our abilities. Looks like we probably want to wait for the higher up ones, and then I'm sure we probably have like a super attack somewhere. Oh, that requires 2. Okay. Power Seal fills up the charge. Yeah, so we want to try to use this one, and it looks like we mix it with these ones, and we can get some pretty cool attacks going in there. So it looks like the Bulldrame's going with a power-up move. Unfortunately, the bar, or the orb, charges very, very slowly. We're not getting double attacks off, so we need to get a couple of those off. There we go. Excellent. That's what we want to see. So there we go. So they're just there. We got a charge attack off. It seems like it's really good. Bulldrame seems to be weak to slash, which is really good as well. So let's use a special move. We haven't used a lot of those yet. I can't use these. Why can I not use these? Since I have enough. From a slashing attack when the speed skill fills up the charge gauge to 2 blocks. So why can't I use that, I wonder? Alright, I guess we'll just use charge tackle then. Don't know why it won't let me upgrade the ability. She's got a normal attack, power attack coming from me, and speed coming from me. Alright, so that did a lot of damage. She is going to heal our Monster though, so we're actually just going to not worry about that damage for now. Oh, okay, I understand now. So we need to charge one up to get the second charge. Alright, so let's go with charge cut 2. Charge cut S. Nice. That seemed like it was a decent shot. Got a critical on that too, which is excellent. We are burning through our kinship gauge, however, so we will not be able to mount our monster if we cannot get that full. So this is something that's coming in. Nope. So she's still convinced it's just the Bulldrame, so just go with our teacher's wiseness. So she is going for Loss of Rush. We are going to skip this. We've seen this before. Again, we'll definitely try to watch at least one of each monster's attacks, and then yeah, we'll probably skip the rest. And this looks this is very. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. So it looks like our cat friend Navira was right, and we've got an Ageneth that's come in. And now Kaya's freaking out, so I guess we're not going to be fighting the Boardroom anymore. Yep, so it's using a move called Burning Blast. And that did huge damage to everybody involved. So it looks like she's using a Flash Bomb. And I'm thinking we're probably going to flee now. Yep, looks like it's the end of the battle. So no experience in that one, unfortunately. No drops from that one, unfortunately, but we did meet a new monster. We got a Ageneth.
Whew, we got away. Don't worry, we should be safe now.
Basket of bitter bugs, what was that thing? I was expecting a dancer, not some kind of raging nightmare!
Look, just calm down, I'll explain. That was an Ageneth. It's a fierce monster for sure, but it usually keeps its distance from humans. I have a feeling this is all connected somehow. We'd better head home and warn everyone.
Sounds like a plan! Let's skedaddle! Oh, this stress isn't good for my heart!
Naviru, wait. That's a dead end.
Hey, who's the navigator here? You really think I wouldn't? Huh? Buddy! Are you seeing this too?
A treasure chest?
Looks like that shady Melynx was telling the truth after all. Grab the bottle caps and let's get out of here.
Alrighty, so it looks like we found the bottle caps that we were here for. So we'll grab those. Okay, there you go. He wants us to also grab an egg while we're here too. So this actually may be a Boardroom egg. If that's the case, we won't actually need to go looking for a power monster. It's a scripted egg. Then they're all gone. So yep, I'm not sure what it is, but it does have the same as we've discussed previously. It does have the same color pattern as the Boardroom. So it's more than likely the Boardroom. So we will head back to the village because we are very, very hurt at the moment, thanks to the flame attack of the Ageneth, which did not only huge damage but also set us on fire. So, let's head back to the village, get some health and stuff. Oh, okay, there we go. So from a... Oops, so how do we do that? So from the camp's catavan... There we go, so we can call a catavan? How do we do that? Oh, okay, we literally just call a catavan. Alright, awesome. I actually didn't know that I could do that. That's really, really handy. Alright, so we are back at the village. So with that, we will stop for today. And next time we get back, we will investigate the Ageneth. What do we want to call it? Menace, I guess. And we'll also work out what we can buy with these boa caps. We'll see what we can get. See what kind of upgrades or whatever we can get with bottle caps. I'm assuming a better item means better stuff to buy. So hopefully, yeah, we can get some really cool stuff. With that though, we will end the episode. So yeah, wherever you are, stay safe and be well.